Once you get a taste of it, you cannot have enough of pornography. Once you get a taste of it, you cannot have enough of pornography. Once you get a taste of it, you cannot have enough.
I'm trying to stop, but it's hard to stop, you know, I just can't give it up. Pornography, yeah.
I'm addicted. I'm addicted to pornography.
Addicted to pornography. Very addicted to pornography.
You gotta be addicted to something. You want to be addicted to porno.
Try to kick it, you know, but you can't, dude. The urge is just taking you over.
It's like cigarettes. It's like alcohol.
I'll never stop. I'll be an old man with 50 kids still watching pornos. I mean, it's all good.
Oh, I'm addicted. I'm an addict.
I watch sex at least 3 times, 4 times a day.
I'm addicted. I love it. Have you ever tried to stop?
I try. It's just so hard. It's so hard.
It's like cigarettes.
It teaches some weird type of shit you want to try out with your girl. You're like, hey, baby, you want to try this
You
out?
want to know how to treat a woman right, you gotta take pornography.
About everything I know as far as sex goes, you know. You learn it all from pornography.
Basically, I learned everything about the women is from pornos.
It tells you what turns them on and what turns them off.
You know, you watch something like that, and you sometimes you realize what girls really want.
What does it taught you about women?
But they're weak. They're
I
lame.
don't think of them as objects because you see them on the screen getting...
They're lame.
I've learned that from pornography. You see a few things on the screen you might want to try.
You watch these things and you go, I want to do them, I want to do them. And you know what? Sometimes you can't do them and you can't deal with it. So you say, okay, I'm going to go do it and I'm going to do it my way.
That's why pornos are bad. It gets in your mind. It's like you want to go out and do it, but something, you know, back in your head, yo, does it hold you back, you know? You want to do it, but you don't. I mean, he did it once. It's like you want to go out and do it.
You might want to try.
I'll be at my house and my little brother's on the computer and he'll be sending stuff back and forth to people that he meets and you see some pretty crazy stuff on there.
What's on the internet? What's available?
Just everything, dude, from child pornography to straight up whips, to flamethrowers, bestiality. It's out there. It's out there.
Have you seen child pornography?
Yeah, you can say that.
Addiction.
I'm addicted to pornography.
Have you ever tried to quit looking?
No, it's all I mean, I gotta see porn.
Sex miseducation.
Have you learned things about women by looking at porno?
Yeah, they're down for anything no matter what they say. No matter what they say, a girl is down to do it.
Desensitization.
I get less attached to her emotionally and more just down for physical sex.
Conditioning.
It's gotten me into different positions. It's gotten me in a little role playing. Before I saw porn, I was just regular stuff, and then you get into some crazy stuff.
And acting out.
You ever gotten violent with it?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Like she would pretend like she's getting raped, and I'd pretend like I'm raping her. That's from porn.
When you look at pornography, do you learn anything about women? Do you learn about sex? What do you learn?
Definitely, you learn. I mean, sometimes you'll be a little bit passive, but then a lot of women like you to be aggressive. So you learn new techniques, maybe try to be a little more aggressive with the girl when you have her in the bedroom.
Pornography delivers an image of masculinity that is dominant, that is removed from emotion, that is removed from any moral decision.
What I learned from pornography, I learned to do it now. I learned to have no inhibitions about it. You know what I'm saying? I learned to be free.
Pornography portrays women as things to be penetrated. That's what women are in pornography, very clearly. And I think what men learn from that, or rather what they're relearning again and again from all the images, and especially through pornography, is that women exist for male use.
Pornography taught me over the years that women were sluts, that they were a sex object, they were just to be used sexually.
What have you learned about women?
That they want sex more than they admit, that they want to have sex all the time.
There's nothing human about her. Everything that makes human beings human is stripped away in pornography. And in its place, men are delivered a pair of breasts, a vagina, an anus, and every orifice that you can imagine.
Legally, he raped her, but she wanted to be raped.
Women today, they just give it up when they get drunk.
They want to give it up. They want to give it up.
Some women enjoy being raped.
Let me tell you about women.
No, women do not enjoy the
not rape, but they want to be forcibly. They want their hair pulled on.
They want to be. They want to be.
They want that front that they're raped, but they know they're not being raped because they want it.
Doing.
They know what they're doing.
Right.
You're right.
These guys are
absolutely right. That's why I want
All the good stuff.
And that's what pornography is very good at doing. It's good at stripping away the humanity of women and delivering this object to a man.
I think pornography can desensitize viewers, for instance, to women's pain.
When you look at pornography, do you become less sensitive to women?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point right there. You want to degrade them, man.
That it's easy to become much less aware of what, if you're in a sexual relationship with a partner, what may be pleasurable or painful to her.
Manhandle them, like, come on, like that.
If you have seen a pornographic world in which the repeated violation of women not only is taken to be sexually pleasurable for a man, but one of the things pornography does is it constructs these activities as pleasurable for women.
What have you learned from looking at pornography? What have you learned about women?
They're horny. They're very horny.
One of the interesting things about pornography is that everything that happens in pornography is depicted as being sexually satisfying to a woman. So if a woman is performing oral sex on a man, it's depicted as giving her sexual satisfaction. Women are almost orgasmic continuously through pornography. Whatever a man does to her, whatever she does to herself, whatever she does for a man, all of it creates sexual pleasure for women in pornography. That's the way the pornographic world works.
Now, let me tell you this, women want it more than men.
They don't show it more than men. They want it more than women.
And I think if you watch that repeatedly, it cultivates an attitude in which it's, I think, very easy to lose track of in a real-life sexual relationship with a real woman, what that woman is feeling.
Can pornography make you harsher or less?
It makes you very rough. It makes you very, very rough. It can thrust you out. It makes you...
It can, I think, dull your sensitivity to the pain and the pleasure of a partner.
Have you ever done anything just sort of over the top that when you were looking at it?
Nah. That's about it.
Forcefully?
Huh?
Did you force it? Force her to do it?
Yes, I did. You can say that. Yeah.
Pornography leads to violence against women. How would you respond to that?
That bugs me. That bugs me. It doesn't.
And then they start oftentimes resorting to things like, the men who do these things are crazy.
There's crazy people. Not everybody's the same. There's crazy people. The crazy people, they're crazy, and they're going to do whatever they want because they're crazy.
If that was true, what that means is that our society is absolutely crazy, because that means that there's millions of men walking around who are crazy, because there's so many men walking around who are assaulting women or who have assaulted women.
You have to be a sicko to begin with. It doesn't matter if you got pornography or not. I mean, if you're that sick, you're seeing pornography in your vision.
It's not helpful or useful at all to think of this in terms of crazy men going off and doing these things. I think the men who commit these crimes are a lot more normal than they are crazy.
What's wrong?
It's much easier to think that it's Freddy Krueger, it's some sicko who's out there creating the violence and attacking girls and women. But in fact, it's not true. The average rapist looks like me, or looks like any other guy.
And what pornography does is it sexualizes violence against women. And when you sexualize violence against women, you render the violence invisible.
Like with hardcore stuff on the internet, do you ever say, hey, that's violent?
No, not at all. No violence at all.
And that's what pornography does really, really well, which is why you will sometimes have violent images, and it's hard for men to see the violence because it is so highly sexualized.
Some people say there's a lot of violence in pornography.
No, it's not.
It depends on how you like it. It all depends on how you. If you like something violent, if it turns you on, then you like it. But if it's not you, then it's not you.
Is that bad for men to be turned on to violence?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
And it gets delivered and experienced in a sexual way, and that violence is therefore rendered invisible.
Has it turned you on to other types of sex?
Definitely.
Like what?
More aggressive. A lot more aggressive.
To be honest, it has opened me up for a couple of more kinky areas as far as sex is concerned. Bondage, anal sex, a little of the rougher sex, choking, slapping, some of the stuff that you play around with, but that tends to get a little serious.